For the first time, we're seeing body camera video of a high school student who was wrongfully detained by police back in May. Pearl Small joins us in the studio with the latest. Hi, Pearl.
Hey, Chris and Bailey. Since this incident came to light, the teenager's parents have been concerned not just about how the incident played out, but the police department's reaction to it. Amber and Ethan Miller say police expressed no regrets about their response, even telling them they would do it the same way tomorrow. Today, we learned a lot more about what that way of doing things is.
Oh, dang it, bro. What I do?
In newly released footage, you can hear this 16-year-old Deering High School student asking officers from both the South Portland and Portland police departments why he was being detained.
Hold on, we're going to explain everything.
The explanation officers later gave him and his parents was that they had the wrong guy.
This was not a typical stop and frisk, like the police tried to convince me after the fact.
Both the teen's parents, Amber and Nathan Miller, later asked South Portland City Council to launch an investigation into whether the department's actions were justified. Part of their requests involved one to see the body camera footage, which was denied until now. You can see at least 5 officers wearing vests and armed with rifles standing by while the teen is instructed to get on his knees and then on his stomach, at which point he is handcuffed.
You live here? No, I live next to you. Yeah, what's that? I go to school here.
In the video, you cannot hear police tell him why he's being detained or at what point they realize he's not who they're looking for. But you can hear them say they're going to walk him up near the curb, which is where his mother says dozens of other students were able to see him in handcuffs.
People don't like to talk about racial profiling because it feels uncomfortable, but we can't simply ignore the presence of profiling in this incident.
Police later said they were looking for this man, Miles Hibbard, who Miller said shares little in common with her son besides skin color. Since this footage has been released, she has shared additional comments with us through email. First, she doesn't believe this shows the interaction in its entirety, but she believes what it does show is an unnecessary and extreme show of force in front of a high school while students were on their lunch break. I want to stress that this entire operation was to recover stolen shoes and cologne. The teen they were looking for was arrested at his employment without incident, Miller wrote. Before and since the videos were released, Chief Dan Ahern with the South Portland Police Department has defended the response. He writes, "What you will see is South Portland detectives appropriately and lawfully engaging someone who matched the description. Someone known to associate with individuals who carry and use firearms in the commission of crimes." A reaction Amber and Ethan Miller continue to find just as concerning now as they did back in May.
What if he had panicked? Would they have shot him in front of his school? What if the person they were looking for really was as dangerous as what they were preparing for? Were they going to have a shootout in front of the school and the library?
Amber Miller says she and her husband are also requesting again that appropriate reviews and accountability are made. Chris and Bailey.
Pearl Small in the studio tonight. Thanks so much.